Hey, what's going on, guys? Jason here. Just got done with the workout, feeling pretty spent right now, but I wanted to make a quick video because this is something that was kind of on my mind during my workout. A lot of times when I work out, a lot of times when I'm taking walks and doing stuff and thinking and really just kind of clearing my head, I get to thinking of things that that I might not normally ever think of. Let me open this window, get a little more light in here. And so the topic of the video today, the vlog, if you will, the vlog, whatever people are calling these nowadays, is pretty simple. How can you create a real business that you actually feel passionate about? I see so many people out there trying to play a game of whack-a-mole. You ever play that game? You could take your kids to Chuck E. Cheese, or you just play a carnival game where you're hitting the mole with a damn hammer and he goes into the hole and then he goes into another hole. Well, that is kind of what I see a lot of people doing with their businesses. So this is one of my businesses that I literally started 8 years ago. It's a Shopify website. If you can see that, in the last 30 days, I've had 125 orders. I've made $5,000. And, today I've made like $90, whatever. And when I say I've made that, now that's not all my profit. I use drop shipping, but that is a real business, guys. That's a business that you can use to not only do for today, but it'll be there 10, 20 years from now, So I'm challenging you guys out there to really go against the grain. A lot of guys out here are teaching you these little tactics and tricks and gimmicks that might last for a couple of weeks or months, but they're not going to be there long term. If you're on Google or Amazon and someone's telling you to do these little tips and tricks and tactics, guess what's going to happen? Amazon's going to change, Google's going to change, Yahoo, whoever the hell you're using, I don't even know if, whatever, but they're going to stop allowing you to manipulate these loopholes. So to grow a real business, we have to think, what do real businesses do? What does Nike do? What does Reebok do? What does Frank Kern do? What does Eben Pagan do? What are all these guys have in common who grow real businesses? And to me, the number one thing is they grow a big customer base. They have a customer base, they keep in contact with their customer bases, and they continue to put out good products. They don't follow other people. They don't try to copy other people. They don't try to do the same thing everybody else is doing. They legitimately, if I can speak, they legitimately serve their customers. So what I'm doing with my business, one of my self-defense websites, is I'm literally just selling self-defense products to people who want them. Is it something I'm super passionate about? No, but it's actually a business that I can be proud of, that I can continue to grow. And I'm going to give you guys a quick secret, a quick tip that actually is a tip that works. Build a fucking email list. I'll tell you guys something, man. I did not start building my email list. I did not start focusing on building my email list until very late in my business. And that is something that really has been detrimental to me. And now in the last couple of months and the last couple of, probably about the last year, I've really been focusing on building my email list, sending out offers, sending out free content, sending them free ebooks, something I learned from Kindle Publishing, sending content to my list to make them want to buy more products. Very simple concept. But so I'm challenging you guys out there. Don't just do what everybody else is doing. Don't try to simply copy other people. I see these guys on YouTube and I see these guys on other forums and they're saying, hey man, go on one of these photo websites and, take photos and throw them on there, or, do a Google, some kind of crazy Google campaign. It's like, guys, that's not going to be a legitimate business. That's not something that's going to be here 10 years from now. Okay. So it might not be as instant gratification. You might have to put a little bit of work in. If you've seen some of my e-commerce videos, you know that this stuff is going to take a little time, but if it takes you a year and your business is still here 20 years from now, I guarantee you your profits are going to be a lot better than this guy who tried to manipulate a loophole, or this person who tried to do a little kind of a get rich quick scheme. So kind of to sum everything up here, my thoughts on it: build a real business. Do something that you can be proud of. Do something that if you're at a party, if you're at a friend's house, or if you're at a family gathering, if you're, holidays are coming up, you're at Christmas, and they say, what do? You say, man, I run an e-commerce website, or I run a fitness business, or I run a makeup line, or I run a profitable self-publishing business like my buddy Dale Roberts is doing right now, who's actually treating Kindle like a real business and not just something that is, a get-rich-quick scheme. So, those are my thoughts on today's kind of little rant, and that's pretty much all I got for you today, guys. I really appreciate you guys watching all these videos. Hit that like button, subscribe, do all that crazy stuff, and we'll talk to you again soon. Thank you very much.